But any currency, I'm still guaranteed my wins. This is coming from within. I stuff for real, I don't pretend. When the OG spilling knowledge, bet it's best you soak it in. I'm a prophet to them scholars, got them chakras opening. Got them fixing up they octaves, now they truly focused in. I'm seeing 2020 visions. Daily manifesting on my premonitions. Best to keep it neutral, got my own religion. The brainwash, gotta make your own decision. My word is James Bond, I stay on the mission. Coming for the top position, ain't no competition, man. Pull up in the top, it's missing, the opposition in. All that lane switching, this is what the game is. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a joke like Chappelle show, this so perennial. Do this for my millennials, I be murdering any flow.
There's a look at one of the most iconic sports venues in the lower 48, built back in 1957 under the title of City Stadium. We are at Lambeau Field in Green Bay, Wisconsin. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Detroit Lions and the Green Bay Packers. Fall is in the air and the NFL season is in full swing, and we're underway here in Week 4. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Play action. Now it's Rodgers. Over the middle, he's got Treadwell. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Give him 32 on the play. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. They'll run for the first time with Johnson. Damon Harrison, the one on the stop.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Rodgers now to throw. He gets this to Davante Adams. And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 29-yard line.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. Again, he was looking for Davante Adams, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Here I come again. Here I come again. Check 50. Check 50.
Johnson. And only able to muster a couple down to about the 27.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. A good-looking drive for the Packers so far. It's a 1st down. On 1st down, it's Johnson. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
On 2nd down, Johnson. And he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown. David Johnson with touchdown number 7 on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. So now Rodgers will lead the Packers up to go for 2.
Check 53. Jump out. Get that quarterback key, Rod. Get that quarterback key.
Here's Rodgers. Now look out. Rodgers lost the football. Well, they had that great, long, methodical drive to put it in the end zone. Then they tried to bite off a little more and get 8 points. Instead, they're sitting at 6.
But didn't that feel like a decision that they made on Tuesday?
Yeah. Well, you usually say that's what they do, right?
Right. That's the best one. The best ones do that. They take the emotion out of it. That felt like that was scripted. Hey, if we score in the opening drive, we're going to go for 2 and try and really gain an advantage.
So they went for 2 and failed. They didn't use him on the PAT, but now he boots this one away with a 6-0 lead. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
Okay, ready? 52. You're next 3. 218, chop it.
Stick looking to throw on 1st and 10. James has got it. Complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. 1st down. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's Johnson. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd and 7, Stick. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Granted, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down.
Check 26.
On 3rd down, it's Stick. Dancing to his left. He may try and run for this. And this is going to result in another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 39.
That's something you have to be aware of as a defense and have to find a way to account for him. And if you're not going to use a spy, you're telling your guys to keep your eyes on him because when he breaks out and makes plays like that, all he does is hurt you.
Have to at least be able to contain him somewhat. There they could not. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
Back 2 is the Mike. Mike back 2. Mike back 2. Let's get out the field, D. Let's get out the field, D. Get it.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Stick. Buying time, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Willie Henry muscled his way in for the sack. I know some of the talk after last week's loss was the O-line struggles. They gave up 4 sacks. He got hit here and taken down again, so that's something to monitor.
It is something to monitor, but they've got to help their offensive line out. Maybe a little bit different play calling, right? Draws, screens, get the ball out of the quarterback's hands quicker, maybe some quick.
Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Willie Henry able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. On 4th down, here's Sam Martin on to kick it away. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Oh, he'll field it in the end zone. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Packer drive will start from deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
I got one. He's in 30. He's checking out. Watch twitch. Watch.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that will fall incomplete. Oh, they took a shot there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now Johnson, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down. They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down.
You got 58.
From the gun, it's Rodgers. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick, and he will score. Touchdown, Lions. Now Matt Prater for the point after. And this one through the uprights and good.
Makes the score Lions 7, Packers 6.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
Back north. Let me know right now. You better bring.
Now Rodgers to try again after the pick six. Open man is Darius Fountain. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. They'll run it with Johnson. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, because they bring
under a heavy rush and down he goes. They couldn't contain Deshaun Hand that time as he gets home for the sack. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result?
Sack.
Quarterback gets hit.
He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away.
The Lions take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Stick on 1st and 10. Forced out to his left. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
We got 4.
On 2nd and 10, it's Stick. The left side completion to Jones. Marvin Jones. 20, 10, touchdown, Detroit. Marvin Jones, his first touchdown on the year. And the Lions are able to extend their lead. Prater for the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And after the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. This is fielded at the goal line. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
88. We are going. Switch gears. Back to north.
Now a play fake. Rodgers. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Rashaan Melvin. And they will finally stop him as he's down to the 40-yard line. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
Zadarius Smith able to get him down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the Packers' 35-yard line.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Set, ready? 60-yard.
They'll run on first down. It's Johnson. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
From the 24, Stick escaping the pressure right. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it. But it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. And the 13-year man puts it through, and that will extend their lead here to 17-6. So a good snap, good hold, and right down the middle.
Never in doubt. Just the way you used to hit them, partner.
You mean like kicking the ball?
Exactly.
Well, that was in high school.
Doesn't matter. I don't care what level. You hit them, they go through.
And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. First half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this drive?
Well, I've been told by my coaches previously that the intelligent approach, go ahead and run out the clock and start over. Don't make any more mistakes. But there's also something to understanding that you got this last drive here. You get the ball to start the second half. Try and go 2 for 1 here. Get some points now and come out of the locker room and get more points again and get your momentum really built up.
Throwing on first down is Rodgers. Steps away to his left. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
Minute, 318. Boxing. Yeah, Liz. 53 is the mic. 53 is the mic.
Hey, high 7.
Should be good.
Looking to throw again on second down. Rodgers, and this is caught. It's Jimmy Graham. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. Rodgers now 6 of 10 in this first half. He's got his guys a first down here.
Hey, we got Mike left.
A final shot before half for Rodgers. Looking deep for Adams. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. This is fielded at the goal line.
The Lions take over first and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Now a throw here to his running back. They'll get nothing out of that one, and it's going to lead to a third down.
Pass complete, but no gain.
No yards.
Yeah.
So you file that as unsuccessful.
Yeah, you do, don't you? Except on the stats, throwing the ball.
Get a completion. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Willie Henry in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. And here now the punter, Martin, booming this one away. Returnable for Grant. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Packers will have a short field to work with here as they take over first and 10.
Mike 40, check, he's coming. Got you, boy. I got you.
Rodgers now on first down. And Rodgers intercepted a third time. Picked off by the linebacker, Jared Davis. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
Hey, exit. Let's go one more. Start Mike 42, Mike 42. Yep. Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys. Mike 42.
First and 10, stick. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Willie Henry. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's second and a country mile. On the ground, this is Johnson. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
30 base. Hey, Echo. 6-6, bullet 5. Ready?
Here's Stick, third and long. He's going to air one out. He rifles one that's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. And a terrific return as he brings this one all the way back to the 30.
Well, it's third and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
So first and 10 now from the 30.
Here we go.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The ex-Iowa Hawkeye Mike Daniels in for the sack. Now then after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for second and 23. On play action. Now Rodgers. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And a terrific return as he'll take it up past the 35. They set themselves behind the chains, tried to get it all back in one play, and it backfired.
Didn't it feel like a pitcher working his way into a 3-0 count, right? You're behind. What do your coaches always tell you? Get it back one pitch at a time. In this case, they tried to get it back right away, and it didn't work out.
That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
It's real easy to say this running game needs to be better, but the reality is they've been given little time to actually find a place to run the football. It's almost like the defense is there on the handoff.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Again, it's Johnson. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And he's going to get this into enemy territory at the 45. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Now a 10th carry for Johnson. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch it. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Dean Lowry. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
A loss of 7 on the sack. And it's 3rd down.
Ready.
52, Mike 52. Okay, double.
52-shot bomber, from the side.
Stick from the gun. He's going to look deep down the field. And he fires one that's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. The 2017 All-Pro Darius Slay there in coverage, knocking it away. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Rodgers. And oh, look at that, a diving catch. A gain there of 21 yards. Rodgers now just 7 of 15 so far, but he's got a 1st and 10. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Packers. Marquez Valdez-Scantling, his first touchdown on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. And he showcased his blazing speed on that one.
Was he wearing football cleats or track spikes? Because he was gone. Big-time play.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jared Davis. And he is going to be stopped on the return at his own 3-yard line. Back now at Lambeau, where the 4th quarter will begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the 3rd quarter. Marr now to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
Watch the screen.
They're going to go play action now with stick. And that's off the mark, incomplete.
Sticks pass. Thrown to the sideline and incomplete. It's 3rd down and 9 yards to go.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
52's the mic right here over there, right? 52's the mic.
A shotgun throw for Stick. Packer pressure, and down he goes. Kenny Clark in there with pressure yet again. That is the 7th time that they have dropped him here this afternoon. Here's Sam Martin now as he's on to punt for Detroit. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
You got three down. Mike, 40.
Go.
Let's go, D. Our time. It's our time. Yeah, check. Hey, Mike. Hey, no, let's switch the
Rodgers now on 1st down. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
It's a part now.
Hey, Charlie.
Hey, Mike 40. Hey, time.
Check 30.
Mike 40. I'm going to come back to you.
Look at this.
On 1st down, Rodgers. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total. Rodgers now perfect since the second half started, 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Being chased out left. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Kill.
On 2nd down, it's Johnson, and the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 7 yards there and a 1st down. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal.
Right now. You got 58.
They go to Johnson again, and he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown. David Johnson, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon, and once again the Packers, they're back out in front. Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion.
Check out.
They'll try and run for it with Johnson. And he will get into the end zone again. And he seems to have a nose for it as he gets both the touchdown and the 2-point conversion. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
So not quite a 1st down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. They'll keep it on the ground. Johnson with a burst, a 1st down or more. A gain there of 21 yards.
Another carry for their leader, and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Now on the heels of that run by Johnson, here's another 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Off play action, it's Stick. Looking downfield for Jones. And this is taken in at the 5. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. 39 yards there, a big one. So it's 1st and goal. Need to be a little wary of leaving Aaron Rodgers too much time, but you got to score here first. Johnson running right. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. And they're knocking on the door. 2nd and goal now in a 1-score game. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal. They'll try to run it in. Johnson slipped 1 tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And Prater's kick is on the money. It's good. And with a little more than a minute to go, we are all tied. So a big kick to get this back to even. Now the worry is, did you leave too much time on the clock? Because another field goal the other way, that does you in.
You're exactly right. You didn't get into overtime yet. So now as a defense, you've got to think to yourself, you can't play prevent defense and just give up big chunks of yardage in front of you. But you also can't let anyone behind you. So you sit right on the line between the two, play the best defense you can, and not make it easy for them to move the ball downfield.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play, but if they don't, let's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that. Now Rodgers. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts. The Lions will use the 1st of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this 4th quarter.
319, jump out!
Watch out,
Come on. Easy. 319.
Play action. Now it's Rodgers. Looking deep for Adams. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the second quarter, he may very well have run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
Kill.
Coco, over here.
Kill.
Hey, seam 6. Seam 6. Get up.
Back to throw, Rodgers. And that is incomplete. That would have been a tough catch, but in this 2-minute drill, those are the ones you really hope your guys come up with.
Yeah, you don't want your guy to be able to take the out because it was a tough catch. You needed him to come up with that one, because if he does, it alters the perspective of this 2-minute drill, doesn't it?
Tie game, fourth quarter, and they're going for this thing on fourth down.
Check. Fresno.
Buzz.
53, Mike.
White left.
Rodgers to throw for it on fourth. He's going to rifle one deep left side. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Packers. Devontae Adams with time running out, and they have taken the lead here in the final minute. Might be seeing that one on the highlight shows tonight. The home run ball here in the fourth quarter to take the lead.
There's nothing like being aggressive, preaching that to your team, and then following through. All the way through. Go ahead and throw one more up there. Why not?
Been a great game, and we are not done yet. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once they do take the big shot.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Now a final chance to stop it here as a timeout comes in with 10 seconds left in the game.
First down, Lions.
So the line of scrimmage all the way up to midfield now as they've got it 1st and 10. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock. Kenny Galladay is intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. One final shot. They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Adrian Amos with a pick. And that is going to seal this victory. An entertaining game here, coming down really to that last play.